What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Focus Motion. Doing something a little different. Ordinarily, sometimes I'll have one table up, or maybe two. Very rarely I have more than that. Um, but I'm doing a little grind session, so I figured, hey, why not show you guys, my grind session. So yeah, here we go. We got four tables up here. Table to the far upper left, which is table one, is the early bird 110, 150 guaranteed. We are on the money bubble. Money bubble is 45. We are, or about two away from the money bubble there. Table number two, which is the right of it, early bird, 20. Got some other table loading up. It's gonna be fun, y'all. Those are some the nightlies. That should be fun. This one over here, like I was saying earlier, uh, 19 payout. We are looking exactly on the money bubble. We can fold 360 here, 3-6 suited. King 6-0, we're gonna fold. Down below to the left hand corner is PLO, and top six payout. We're about 12 people in, 13 people in. Best believe I'm gonna be shipping this ace double, single suited aces here. For sure. And it's gonna be interesting because well, let me finish up before I jump to the next topic. And the table number four is a 150 guaranteed, and the late registration is still going on. 10 minutes left into it. So yeah, that's that. Um, we're shipping this. Okay, we got this straight. Okay, probably split pot. Yeah, kind of sucks. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Happens. Originally, I had four tables up. It was all the early bird specials. I had the dollar, $2, $5, $11, and I ran deep. I mean, for the most part, deep in the $5 and $11, but then did lose a lot. In this scenario, if I'm gonna raise with money, the bubble pressure, I think I can call, and now we can just stick it in. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Good game, sir. Here we're gonna fold. Um, yeah, I was just, oops. To those that are kind of wondering what went down, I mean, I had a decent low hand, 2 to 3. I mean, aces, obviously, ace deuce is the best. But then I felt like I could hit the flop pretty decent. And if I did hit the flop pretty decent, I know where I'm at for sure. And if I didn't, I had some draws. So obviously, in that scenario, when you call that pre-flop, I'm talking about the PLO tournament, the chip's gonna get in the middle on the flop. So you kind of have to prepare yourself for that too as well. Folding here. King 10. I guess we fold. I'm gonna fold here. Yeah. Yeah. We can raise here. Now that we have a lot of chips, we can start putting a little bit of pressure on folks. Registration closed on that PLO tournament, so final table. Obviously, we're two away from the final table, so it's gonna definitely be. Um, in this spot, I kind of want to check back. I really don't want to bet it. I don't want to get blown off. So I'm just gonna check it back, and that's not bad because now we can pretty much call a bet and not be too worried. But same token, we can also bet too for value. So in the event that he has a weaker flush, we can get value out of that. Okay. So he doesn't. He has the low. So we chop that pot, and it looks like we're at the final table here, which is nice. Been such a long time since I've played a lot of tables at once, so I'm kind of like going all over the place. Of course, you got the 4 tables here, and I got 2 on the other screen, and yeah, it's kind of always like, like, wow, what's going on? I might. Now this is gonna mess up the video casting. I was gonna put the other 2 tables right here, kind of help you out a little bit, but I think I'm gonna forego that because then it can just mess me up more. So I'm just gonna do like this. And yeah, so it looks like the money bubble burst on table number 2, which is cool. And I believe the registration ended in table 4, which is the bottom right. No, 5 minutes left. And we got 4s here. We got to make a decision. The guy's pretty tight, 9-4. I think I can easily just toss my 4s away. We're 1 away from the money bowl anyway, so just let it go. Just toss out the muck, as Mr. Sunwood will say, like discipline fold. It is actually in a way, yeah. So got 4s here. We're obviously going to be raising there, and Queen Jack here against this guy's open. He opens quite a bit. So what I might do is I might make it 25.95. There we go. Okay, so Obama sucks. Decided to pop me. I'm just gonna let it go. Let it go. This little lead out kind of makes me believe that he doesn't have anything here. But I'm just gonna flat and then basically let him bet again. That card's not the best. That card's not the best. So if he checks back there, that means he probably doesn't have it. We're probably just gonna check back here. Go to showdown. No, 2 pairs, not bad. Definitely calling a bet if he does bet. Since he doesn't bet, we're gonna bet. Chances are you can have like a queen. 18, we're getting this in. If he had a king, we're obviously counterfeited. 18 with a king. Free roll, anyone? Okay, we got hearts. Let's go. 1 more heart. Oh, dagger. I get popped pretty hard here. Like 2-1, of course. Damn, I don't know what to do here on this spot. Do I call? 2-1. Nah, don't like it. I mean, I don't really have a legitimate low, and it just doesn't look good. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold it. All right. King Jack out, we're gonna open. This guy's shove, what do we do? I'm not too sure. But final 3 tables on the upper right hand corner, which is nice. That's nice to see. Lower right, well, obviously late registration has closed, I believe, which is table number 4. No, 2 minutes left. Dang. I think so many things are going on. That's why I feel like time's flying by, but it's just because there's so many things going on. So yeah, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be recording this grind session. We make it to the break, I stop and then call it a video and then start up the next video. Um, that's the game plan for now. Gotta kind of focus over here, the low left. You know, we're on the money bubble, so to speak. There's, top 6 payout, I believe, and let's just double check to make sure. We'll look together. The top 6 payout. Seven fold here. Yeah, I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna raise ace queen O. She will and jammed on equal calling ace queen off. Pretty straightforward. Almost click auto click fold here. Actually, this is a raisable hand. If it folds to me. This one it doesn't. So deuce bag is a pretty good player. I'm trying to remember if I played him on the final table. Chances are, if I have like scope notes on someone, it most likely meant I played with him at a final table. And I should have marked it, but I didn't. Okay. We're gonna call 16 here. I mean, is it a fold? Dang, this guy's tight. I mean, they're checking me doing this with 18, 8 queen, 8 jack. I don't think I'll fold. Yeah, guy's just pretty darn tight. 8 jack, I'm gonna fold here. Let me know what you guys think about the H10 fold. That was too tight. Get a raise here. Got some low cards. And keep some pressure too. Not bad. Raising H10-0 here. Now, since he's relative pot-wise, we're just going to pot it and get it in. Put pressure. Nice rainbow here. I'm wondering if I should. Oh, we can raise it. I was going to limp it. Don't know if limping would be the best of those scenarios. Check here. This guy bets out. Like, I really don't believe he has anything here. So, I'm going to call. Okay. I think I have the best hand here. You could have a diamond draw, and we can just let him bet for us. He has jacks. So he did have a hand. For 800, of course, we're calling and liking it. Okay, so we have a really good hand here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pot it and just get the max equity we can. Here we're gonna bet. I'll fold, and yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I'll bet here. I'll fold here. Kind of explain why I did that on the table number 3 is because we have a lot of equity, but at the same time, I don't want to split any hands in case someone has a piece of what we have. So to realize all the equity and get max value, I figured to put it in. If that makes sense. And then, in the likelihood that we miss for whatever reason, Okay, this guy raises, hasn't raised in a good minute. So I think we just call. No need to get crazy. Ace card. I mean, we can peel one. I mean, like he has king queen. He raises here. Like this guy's been so. I mean, look, he's 8 out of 8. I mean, he hasn't played 8 hands and had to raise 8 hands, and he's been fairly quiet. I can give him credit. I can peel one, then when an awkward spot, so I just give him credit. Kind of a tight fold, but I give him credit. Here, a fold here. We got ace over here against Question, who 3x's. Do we do anything crazy like ship it? Are we racing if we do? I almost feel like this is a fold. I almost feel like it's a fold. Call 3. Yeah, I think it's a fold. Yeah. Kind of hated that, but I think it's a fold. Looking at like folds in this video, guys. I don't know. You tell me what you guys think. If I'm losing my mind and folding like a net, or what have you. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah. Scotty flipping limp, pretty trappy kind of guy. I'm gonna have fold. Oh, so it reminded myself just now. So since I'm at a final table, I like to mark people that have been on final tables with me. So kind of like, I don't know, like a little history kind of deal. We can complete here. So I'm gonna start with deuce bag, and also what I do is I scope them too. So like not only do I hit them on the final table, I scope them. So it helps me out. We'll check here, I'll fold here. So this guy's already scoped anyway. But we'll scope him anyway because what's maybe, ooh, 6 and 7's low is 24, 8, 3 to 1. I mean, how do you pass up on that? Yeah, how do you pass up on that kind of stuff? So anyway, all right. So let's scope this guy and let's see what it looks like. Deuce bag 916. Tens here against Scotty flipping. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna stick it in under the gun. Kind of meaningless, really. So we'll probably win a decent sized pot or have a chance to win a decent sized pot. With just heads up, which is nice. Okay, so he wins it, unfortunately. Okay, so it looks like we got 2, 4, 6, 7. We're one away from the money. That was yours. Okay, well, hey, I have 10, buddy. What do you want to do? Kings here, we're gonna open. Alright, so let's see here. Deuce bag is a shark. So obviously when I last played him, 630 games. ABI is now 21 bucks, and he is positive 13K to the good. So definitely a dude. 1.4 if you guys want to be really exact. Okay, for the goods. We're gonna bet here. Bet call off, I think. And also I'm gonna put I'm sorry. Final table below 100 guarantee. Okay. So now what we'll do, we'll copy that. Maybe I'll put the date too. The date was 1/7/2014. Alright. Alright. I know I'm ignoring a bunch of my games here. Boom, boom. Oh, but okay. Check here. Prepare, check, and call off, hopefully. Okay. Well, not hopefully, I mean. Oh. 10's here. Okay, so I'm going to copy this little note that I have here. Copy, copy. And there's another I put. Boom, so you guys can see it. So you can see it changed a bit. Here, okay. That pops it back. Somewhat alarming. Maybe at the 10. So we just go ahead and just let go. Got limps. We can make it 3. The next person. Okay. This guy makes it 3x. This guy made 3x. He had queens. Wonderful. Okay, let's go Shanty Pat. See what's up with him. Shanty Pat. Fold here. Fold here. Shanty Pat. Gonna mark this guy as red. I don't know what happened with Murd, but they took away the icons. If I had the icons still, I'd put him as a shark. But okay. So Shanty Pat, 414 games sample. Average buying is $10. $10. And hold here. Checking options here. $10 and profit almost $4,000. Not bad. Okay, so 3.9K. Good player. I'm gonna fold there. That's what I get wrong with that, especially when I'm not even focusing, which is kind of bad. You know what I mean? Here we're gonna raise. Here we're gonna fold. Check. Check. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we want away from the bubble here. Gonna open here. Just feel like that's the best approach. Gonna fold here. So call this. Can bet on the bigger side. And actually, I'm gonna overbet because to price myself in the call. We decided to jam on us. It makes it really hard for him. You know what I mean? Like in other words, I mean, if he's gonna airball on us, we're tying ourselves in. We have to call. So that's another like kind of like a mind kind of setup. Like okay, the guy bet so much that you know if we go on, it's not out. He's gonna call, right? Folding aces here. Folding here. It looks like we got into the money bubble and the PLO, which is nice. And let's keep on trucking. So, Cram 1328, let's get you on here on the information. Okay. Cram 1328. Cram 1328. I'm gonna fold here. I'm gonna fold here. Cram 1328. Damn. So far, everybody that's at the final table still is solid. For the most part, sample size 1,400 games. And he has a buying of $10. 11, close to 11 anyway. And he is 2,293 winner. 2,200. Alright, not bad. So that is Cram. I'm folding here. We can open here. That's not bad. It's just there's no antes. Okay, so Cram decided to pop it. He's like, I know you scoped me, so I'm gonna make you fold everything and anything. So we're gonna fold. The reason why I like to open but not call always is because of the very fact that yes, we have low cards, but we're kind of pushing ourselves off. We have like all diamonds, so we just fold. I'm gonna fold here. It's a no-brainer. We get that in. What else? Okay, so next person is Poker Crazy 13. Let's see here. Poker. My computer's like, what's going on with all this stuff? I haven't done this in a while. Poker Crazy. Phone. Check. Hey, time. Looks like we lost some folks here. Alright. That's a pretty horrible counterfeit right there. He could be trying to rep the king, and we'll let him have it. So poker. Oh, 0, that's why. There's 0. There we go. Alright, A3. Oh, holding. Hold here. Poker Crazy. Winner. Winner. Alright. Aces. Aces. Oh man, I love that. Snap call. And don't like to see that. You need some help. We don't get it. And we lose with aces. Happens. Okay. Queen 10 suited. I think we can just jam here to get a bunch of folds. So, yeah, okay. So let's move one table over. And we did get a bunch of folds. Awesome. So crazy. Here we go. Fold here. Let's pull the case all about. 331 games. Average buy-in is 9 bones. And had one about $1,400. Not bad. Okay. Fold here. Okay. Move this up here. One was done scoping, folks, and we got one more person, Wick Lester. Queens. We're gonna open, call off. Obviously. Wick Lester. Let's go ahead and pull him here before he jumps off. He is 1,893 games. 1,893. I think we can check back here. Oh, nice. We could rep the ace now. The bluff in case you have the king. And we get there. Okay, we're gonna fold that. Card we can. Rep the ace so we can bluff off a king. Nice, right? But I don't think you have a king either. So anyway, so average buying is 9 bones, right? Did I say that right? No, $5. And he is a slight winner, $358. Of course, that's gonna change because he is in the money here. Okay, guys, so we got everything set up here. Brutal aces versus jack beat for a huge pot. I mean, definitely guaranteed to have a good shot at winning the tournament had our aces held up, but not much you can do with that. And it's, obvious in poker, sometimes you have to have your hands hold, and sometimes you have to get lucky. And speaking of that, let's see if this will hold up. We got aces here. I'm going to 3x it. We're in the early rounds at the dollar tournament. Folks gonna get kind of crazy. Here we're gonna fold. I think I covered my face, so if I am, pretend that you can see it. And we can call here. We can play pretty much straightforward. Here we're gonna bet fairly large, and here we're gonna obviously if we had a hand. Let's easily hold. Witness. All right, we'll check back, and just gonna give it up. We can be completely crushed. I mean, you can have the nut flush plus the nut low. Well, I can get crazy with it. I'm gonna fold here. If that was like ace spades, 10 of spades kind of deal, maybe we get crazy with it. Or maybe we don't. Threes here against someone that's block stats, 27 bigs, just out of squeeze. Can't fold, in my opinion. Folding him. Yeah, got 22 minutes left before the break. Hopefully it's going to get a little bit better for us here. Gonna fold his min raise. Not much you can do there. Queen Jack O, I think is gonna be a ooh. No, God, min raising a bunch. Definitely can think about squeezing here. That's a good squeeze spot. But I just noticed that I don't know too much. But I think a jam, let's say by JoJo, will get the job done. I'm gonna go fold a ton. They'll both will fold a ton. Low left hand corner, we definitely gotta pick up some chips. Need to get lucky here. Pick the right spot. Okay, we probably would have won. Here we can call, and then what we're gonna do is just jam. Yeah. Jam. Jam it. We got backdoor diamond hearts. We have potentials. So yeah. So yeah, we were okay there. I don't hate it. Sometimes you gotta defend certain hands. You can't. Not much you can do. You just gotta roll with it. You know. You gotta roll with it. Kind of heads up on the table 4. So I'm gonna jam this in here. We gotta pick some chips. Table 4, top 11 payout. So we're getting close to the money bubble. There's 13 people left. Okay. Good result. We got low cards. Now we need a 10. Well, low card. Cool. 10th, good. No sharing, thank you. And we got. Oh, not. Oh, yeah, the straight. My bad. Why am I tripping on? 10 gives us both a straight. Why am I tripping? That's crazy. I'm like, Here we're gonna open 8-9 suited. It's gonna flop pretty decent. Gonna expect at least a call, and we're looking for deception here. We're 23 out of 25. We need to pick up some chips, so we got to make some moves. Likewise, down below to the table 4, we're doing this for pressure purposes, and yeah. So yeah, like I said, we hit. So we're gonna bet pretty big, pretty substantial. Not folding, of course, in this spot. Good turn. Kind of a crappy river. What can you do? But again, that's the idea of things. You know, we gotta really make a move and try to get some moves there. All right, we'll switch to the table over here. You gotta play to win sometimes, guys. Play to win. Alright. So we're gonna fold here. I'm gonna recalibrate this. There we go. So Honey Badger here. We're gonna defend with Jack 8 suited. We'll check it. Here we're gonna fold. I think this guy's gonna fold a bunch too. So wow. This is the kind of spot. I think we can jam it here. Get him to fold a ton. Yeah, let's see here. We're gonna fold here. We got backdoor diamonds. We got straight draw. We got overs. It's hard for him to call. I mean, him calling off ace high, and on top of that, we have the max fold equity. Yeah, he folds. And another thing too, he's fairly aggressive, so I figure he's gonna fold a bunch. A bunch. So it's a bit interesting flop for us. See what we do. Very good flop up here. We would have taken that down. Three-handed, difficult spot. We'll keep betting for value. 3-8. hearts, and fold equity. Definitely out of it. We have a good shot. A good shot of doubling up. PLO, the nature, PLO 8 actually, so even better chance. Guy, please this guy fold, which is weird. You have all the chips in the world you should be calling, in my opinion. And we'll let that go. Folding the 3-4 offsuit down below. Okay, with a king queen here suited, I imagine I'm gonna open and then Badger's gonna defend. And I really hope we flop well here because I have a feeling that Badger can stack off fairly lightly. In this scenario, we're just folding, AK cooler. And no need. I mean, what we raise, we 3-bet, he 4-bet chips. We have to fold. We flat. Maybe somebody behind us ships it with the fold, so we kind of lose a lot of equity there. Chip equity or chip value in that spot. Okay. There's nothing to go to war with. Okay, I hope this guy completes. He does. So here's the situation where we can hopefully triple up and scoop it. If one guy folds, that's even better. There might be a fold here. Okay, it looks like we locked that. Hopefully, somebody bets out. Good. Freezes him out, which is good. Then kings. Kings, you say? Raise it big. This is the dollar, like I said. Let people spaz out. Cool. Cool. Good. We scooped the whole thing. That's what we wanted to do. And that was the idea. So, like I was telling you guys, you know, not all is lost. This spot kind of sucks. This guy could have ace or 8-7. He could have a hard draw. He clicked it back. He could have a set even. But we're just gonna thicken kings here for $1. For $1. Cool. Yeah, queens. Best case scenario. So we can call one. We're in position. Don't think he can bet. Hard for him to bet, really. That dude gives us the nut low, if we have the nut low. Or the low in that sense, not nut low. I mean, he doesn't know. But we're just gonna fold. That's just too much heat there. You know what I mean? Too much heat. Like he could have the flush already, and he could have the low, and all we have to do, we have to like spike a full house somehow. You know what I mean? Or we could be overset. He could have a higher set. Yeah. Definitely gonna feel my way around here. Not gonna get too crazy. You know, when I have the hand, when it makes sense, gonna go with it. When it doesn't, gonna go with it. I think we're still on the bubble here, I believe. Yeah, we are. So I'm gonna fold here, but that's just crazy. Crazy. Okay, this guy raises. Gonna fold. He's gonna fold. Hits his 6. Hits quads. Do we only hit quads? Okay. It's a big raise what the guy did, so I didn't what Poker Crazy did. Not too happy with it, so I'm not too keen with it. So didn't want to call and get sandwiched between the two stacks. Guy bets out. And it looks pretty interesting. Looks pretty interesting. All right. We're gonna raise on the button, and we haven't really raised much, to say the least. And I think we can check back here. I think we can. This guy's gonna bet a ton. See, so here's the thing. This guy is knowledgeable, so he knows that I don't check. If I check the flop, chances are I don't have a hand. So I'm gonna give up on a lot of turn bets from him, right? Which is true. So in that theory, what you can do, guys, is if that's the situation at hand, then just kind of keep that in mind. So let's say you flop the stones, check it back. You know, just check it back. No big. Here, we're gonna fold. We're gonna fold. Money bubble still in effect. Ha! 3 kings. Nice. Table 1. I'm gonna pull up table 1 so we can see what's happening. Who's going crazy? Who's doing what? 3,000. 3 bets. These guys are definitely trying to level each other here. Donkless. I'm gonna fold. It's gonna fold. Again, I know it sounds kind of nitty and we're being very tight, but it's a PLO, PLO8, you know, we don't have to really like be like sweating it like, oh man, we're like short on ship, because look, we can just climb our way back, and we can still potch too, even though we're still a little short, right? There's nothing to worry about per se. Oh snap! I should not auto. That was a mistake. That auto fold on the Jack Deuce. What I should have done was just shipped it. Don't click it, because that guy's short. Got it all in here, and it looks like we're heads up. Great. We were eking up the. Okay. We'll fall there. We'll fall there. Here we can call off. If he gets crazy with it, well, we'll check and let him do something. Let him do something. Bets. Okay. No, we'll just chip it. We have the net low. We can do that. We're gonna bet up there, obviously. Still money bubble pressure to be had. So he calls. Okay. So and look what I can remember. I told you guys, when you check back, he's always gonna donk the turn. So that's something that we got to be cognitive of and just be aware. This guy calls. If he jams here, it's gonna be sick. He could jam like a heart. He could jam an 8. He could have Jack 9 here, for all we know. This is like a blocker bet. He could have like, yeah, he could have like, I don't think he had the queen. He called it a raise. Call. Okay, so he did have it. Nice hand. Nice hand, sir. So he played it pretty well. It looked like he had hearts for an 8. Fold here. That's a bad fold. That's doing. Okay, that was pretty bad. We're gonna go with this. Whatever hits the flop, we're just gonna bomb away and just stick it in. 10-8 with a limp. So basically, the theory behind this is just gonna be okay. So see how he does that all the time. So we're gonna just slam it on him. So there you go. So now you can see we're catching back up, and here we're gonna slam on him again. So still, I can't even see the cards. So now I think we're getting to a point where we're just shipping chips in. So definitely getting to that point. Cool. Pair the board. All right. We're gonna jam on him. Here we're gonna call 4-9. This is I can't even see the board. Okay, so he wins. Good game. Good game. Okay, so we busted out there, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, I think this might be even just another table. Like, yeah, we're happy they made it. So this is a wrap, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Kind of interesting, different thing, different look, and yeah. So next time, stay steady banking. Peace out.